Hi friends, if you're watching this video, it's very likely that you are about to get on an airplane with a baby. And you're wondering, what do I take on the plane to ensure that my trip is, I'm not going to say easy because it's not going to be easy, but what do I take to ensure that I've got what I need and that baby has what she needs to make it through the flights? So stick with me. I've got my list here and we'll kind of just jump right into it. So the first thing you're gonna need is a bag. It doesn't have to look like this. It can be any kind of bag you want. I'm just gonna suggest that whatever bag it is has pockets. So inside this, there's a zip pocket. There's 3 pockets here. There's pockets on this side and there's another zip pocket on this side as well. So whatever bag you're gonna use, just make sure it has compartments because you're gonna have a lot of little things that you're gonna wanna stuff in this bag here. First on the list is diapers. And you're probably kind of wondering, how many diapers do I need to take for this flight? Do I take an entire bundle load? Do I take just a few? How many diapers do I take? Typically, my rule of thumb is I like to take at least 3 to 4 diapers per hour that I'm going to be away from the suitcase or the house or whatever. So basically from the time you check in and go through security, for that first hour, have 3 or 4 diapers ready to go. That might be overkill, but I promise you, way better to have more diapers than you need than not enough, because typically airports, sometimes they sell diapers, but they're gonna cost you a pretty penny for sure. So better to have more than not enough. So 3, 4, 5 diapers per hour, whatever you think. You probably know your baby too on how much they're going to be peeing. But anyways, so diapers, that's number 1. You're definitely going to want to take diapers. Number 2 is I always like to take an entire brand new thing of wipes because wipes double as you well know, wipes double as AKA clean up everything, not just baby's bottom. So new package of wipes. I would like to suggest that you take several of these large gallon Ziploc bags. This is going to be for when and if your baby has an accident and pees through the outfit, so you'll be able to put it in here, seal it up, that way you don't have wet pee clothing in your awesome little carry-on bag. So a couple Ziploc bags. You're also going to want, if your baby uses a pacifier, which mine does, you're also going to want to take one of these, a pacifier or 2 or 3, but also get one of these little strap things here. They're pretty easy to find. I got these on Amazon, but there's nothing more disgusting. Well, actually, yeah, this is pretty disgusting. You've babies, baby's got the pacifier they're on the airplane, and there it goes onto the airplane floor. That's pretty gross. So this you can clip onto their outfit, that way when they spit it, which they inevitably will, it won't hit the floor. All right, so next item that you're gonna wanna take, and this is personal preference, if you wanna take actual outfits, that's fine, but I like to always be sure to take these, just the little zip up sleepers, and the reason for that is that their entire body is pretty much covered except for their little feet and everything are covered. Keeps them kind of warmish, and they're easy to get in and out of, because if you've ever been into the lavatories on an airplane, you'll notice that they're about that big, and trying to change a baby's diaper in there with pants and all kinds of cute little stuff is just not really my thing. So I travel with the little zip up outfits, and I usually take, honestly, I take probably 4 to 5 of them as well, because I don't know if it's the altitude or if it's, or just you're not able to change the diaper as frequently, but I'm gonna tell you what, my firstborn, I think she blew out like 3 of them in, 2 hours. I was like, who are you? Why are you peeing and pooping so much? What's happening? Anyway, so take some spare outfits, and you can put those outfits in the Ziploc bags to kind of keep them together if you want. The next item I would suggest is a blanket, and if it's warm when you're traveling, I would take a lighter blanket, and if it's cold, I would take obviously a warmer blanket, because airplanes are either really hot, but generally they're kind of cool. So I would take, I'm going to be taking a thin blanket because it's going to be pretty warm. And next item, if your baby is using a bottle, If your baby's using a bottle or a sippy cup, I would take an empty bottle or an empty sippy cup. That way You can give them, it's something to play with, and you can also put water in it or a little bit of juice or whatever you want in there. So a bottle. And of course, for you formula mommies, obviously you're going to be taking a bottle. If your kiddo is old enough to be doing the little packets, which she sees the packets, give me the packets. If she's old enough, if your kiddo's old enough to be doing the packets, then here you go. Then take some, because it's pretty much all about keeping them busy, honestly. That's going to be helpful to keep them busy. To keep you busy. Okay, next item, which is in my bag here. And this is, again, personal preference, but after traveling with the first one, I realized that bathrooms in the airplanes are gross. And even grosser still is that the little flip down thing that you change the baby's diaper on has probably never been cleaned since the creation of the airplane. So I always take these, and you can get them at Walmart or Target in the little single item aisle. It's the antibacterial wipes. So the last items that I would suggest taking is obviously toys. If you want to go to the dollar store and find a few things that they can crumple up or chew on, or if you have a few baby toys that they haven't played with in a while that you want to take, maybe not Sophie because she's loud, but if you have some toys that that they can play with on the airplane and chew on, that would be good too. So take a few toys, and then I'll also be taking her little Lovey with her in case she naps on the plane. She probably won't. Okay. So those are my items, and hopefully we'll be able to get a little list up here. If not, it'll be down in the description. But there's a couple other things that I want to talk about really quick as far as flying with baby and with kids. If you have other children, you'll know, but get there early. It'll help relieve some of the stress, just getting there early and getting through security. A note about security, when you have a little one like this, they are going to, if you choose to carry them in a car seat, and check your car seat at the gate, they are going to ask you to take the baby out of the car seat to go through the security, whether it's, the little metal detector thing or, whatever it is that they're going to have you do, but they will ask you to take the baby out of the car seat. They will not ever take your baby from you, and if they do, or if they ask, then say no. That shouldn't ever happen. It's never happened to me. They won't take your baby. Typically what they'll do is they'll just have you carry baby through. If there's any reason for concern, they might do like a pat down or whatever, but you'll have your baby the entire time. Also noteworthy for you formula mommies and for non-formula mommies, when you travel with a baby, there's a little bit of grace, and you actually get to take water on the airplane. Typically when we fly, we get a brand new large bottle of water or like a Nalgene bottle and fill it and take it. And when you do that, do be prepared. They are probably going to, at least in my experience, the times that I have flown with water, is sometimes they will take you over and do a swab just to make sure that there's no traces of bomb making material on your water bottle. But anyway, they will do a little bit of extra checking on you, but in my opinion, that's totally fine if I get to take my own water with me. So that's not such a big deal in my mind. But yeah, so I wish you all the best of luck with your traveling, and if you have any other things that you want to add to this video or any tips that I didn't talk about that make traveling a little bit easier, leave them below because I'd love to hear them. Oh wait, I forgot one of the most important things. Mommies, take an extra shirt. I read this and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and I forgot, and that was the one day that I needed the extra shirt, and it was awesome. Yeah, I was that mom with the big blob of liquid on her shirt, but it's okay. Mommies are resilient like that. And if you like our videos, click like, check out our channel. We've got a bunch of different videos about mommies and babies, and we'd love to have you join along with us as a subscriber. We have a Facebook page, and we also have a blog, so we would love for you to join us on those mediums as well. Thanks for tuning in today, you guys, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.